So this is part two. Because I kind of realized how long this video was, well, would be. So this is for the part two. I hope I'm putting this in for the next part. Yeah, was enjoy. I texted a couple things, right? And last thing I texted was because again, Thomas didn't know what she looked like, right? So he wanted to see what she looked like. So Thomas wanted me to ask her, could she send me a picture of her? And so I texted, and then like even I think I was like, no, I said, I quote, I said, bro, I don't know, it's a little too soon. Yeah, no, because I'm like, no, I remember. I said, bro, Thomas, it's a little too soon for a picture. We haven't really even gotten to that level yet, you know? It's not even like that serious. And then he responds, shh. Get a picture of that girl or you're gay. Like, okay, but being an idiot I was in 9th grade, I asked her for a picture because my friend told me to get a picture. And that's the last I hear of this girl over text. And so I hit her with that, and I received no answer. And I'm like, and it's probably 8 o'clock. So I'm like, she's probably asleep. It's a school night. Some kids are weird like that because now it's Sunday. Wait, no, is it? No, it's still Saturday. It's still Saturday. I don't know. Maybe she's like tired, you know. And I'm like, you know, because she had a family over, right? Hopefully, I don't know. I'm like, we good, no stress. Next morning, Sunday, I wake up, do my standard routine. It's like 9 or something, and I tell Thomas, and he's like, yo, who the hell's spraying perfume? Some nigga spraying perfume in this bitch. Anyway, he's like, I tell Thomas this, right? Damn, that's, But yeah, I tell Thomas how I asked her for the photo that he requested, and I got no answer. And again, Samsung don't know yeah. I'm so bad at myself. I think I shouldn't. That's why people don't listen to your friends. Don't ever engage your friends with anything. Don't. Because your friends have power over you, which you don't. Or you're an idiot like me. Because, I blame him. I blame Thomas. I really do. I really do blame Thomas. No, because I blame him. Fuck that. No, I blame that kid. And like, even if like this shit, like, I love the kid, but this shit that he done was still rubbing the wrong way. But that's a story for another time, okay? So, I told Thomas about, you know, how I asked her the question, you know, what's the, you know, to send a picture, and he's like, he wants me to reply, hey, are we good? And I'm like, I don't know, because I don't want to text a couple more times. So I'm like, fuck it. I text her. I'm like, hey, are we good? Not a good idea. Oh, God. This is actually worse than I thought. Okay. I'm trying to get this done and over with. But regardless, nothing happened. So Monday, I see her in the hall, right? Like, same place. I see her and I decide, like, should I talk to her? I'm like, no. I don't talk to her. Tuesday comes and I see her in the hall and I hit up like, yo, Shaquana, not even nowhere near her name, but I say, Shaquana, are we good? And she's like, she's like, oh, hey, yeah, why wouldn't we be? And I'm like, because you didn't text me. And she's like, oh, I didn't? And I'm like, yeah. And again, I don't know if she has an iPhone or not. So she takes out her phone, right? And I see a crap ton of Snapchat messages. You know, I don't know, but I don't know if there was a bunch of guys or girls, but there was a whole bunch of Snapchat messages, like because the notifications, she had shit on. Crap ton of messages from Snapchat. Crap ton. Like hundreds of people. So that probably was another sign, yep. Like a shit ton of people. I can't, no. Like even I was shocked. Even during my hardcore Snapchat era, back when I was stupid, I never got that. It was a lot of people, point being. But yeah, she's like, my bad, I'll text you later. And I slowly ease in combo, and we talking, and I dip, and I left pretty, satisfied. Well, we talk about like updates and stuff, but it's good. Just know that I'm chill. I'm not one of those guys, right? And I left pretty satisfied with that, with what I did, and like. And during that high conversation, after I asked her, what was up, there was no dry spots. That's another thing. There was no dry spots with her. Like, with other girls, there's dry spots. With her, it was a pleasure talking. My pleasure, Chick-fil-A. It was a pleasure talking. No dull moment, no nothing. Like, I had it in me. No, pause, yet. But even with my friend, the combo one's dry. With her, it went clean. Like, it had water in it. The water tap was up. It was full. And it was soaking out. Leaking out. No. Now, point being, you won't believe what happened, right? You hear that? Nothing. Nothing happened. Yeah, nothing. So, next day, aka Wednesday, I hit her up and I'm like, oh, no. Oh, I said that. Oh, God. Oh, that's painful. So Wednesday, shit, this is awful. I'm gonna pray this. So next day, aka Wednesday, I hit it up and I'm like, I quote. I'm like, bro, if you don't like me, you want me to leave. Well, no, in person. I see this shit in person, right? Not my dark words, but in person. I say, dude, if you don't like me, just say you don't like me, truthfully. And because she's not giving. I mean, it's not I don't know, dude. I don't know. She's like, and then, this is so bad now. And then, to me saying that, if you don't like me, if you don't want me around, don't like me, tell me to fuck off. Like, truthfully, like, I can handle that. I hate when niggas lead you on. It's disrespectful. Just tell me straight up, you don't. Now, fuck that. I'm justified in asking that. Because, again, truthfully, if you don't want me around, tell me you don't want me around, dude. Like, I'll fuck off. I got the signs. Just, be honest. Yeah, I don't know, dude. And then to that, she says, I quote, no, shut up. She said, no, shut up. Fuck, I can't speak. She says, no, Shaquana, I quote, she says, no, shut up. Don't say that shit. And like the way she worded it sounded amazing. Truthfully, you can tell this is ninth grade, but like the way she sounded, she sounded like she meant that shit from the heart. And that's what hurt, She like you can it felt like she meant that shit from the heart in all meaning. Though yeah, corny what I said, but what she said also kind of counteracts that. Like, you don't say that to someone you don't like. Like, she says, no, shut up, don't say that shit. And again, the way she worded it sounded amazing. Truthfully, I sound like such a dumbass. So then again, I isn't combo like the smooth criminal I am. And again, my memory's a little hazy, but this is 100% what the hell happened. But yeah, isn't combo, it's chill. Like, she's being attentive. That's another thing also. Doing all combos in real life, well, during text, she's not. No, she's not. Well, she's attentive, yeah. But now she stopped texting me, right? But in real life, there's no nothing. There's because she's giving all of her energy, and it's respectful energy. It's full on energy, no issues. She's acting like we've been friends for whatever, for how long, but for years. It's like you can tell someone doesn't like you. You can tell someone doesn't like you. But I don't know, dude. But I mean, she acted like she liked me when she did. You'll see. But yeah, I'm like, after that convo, I'm like, life's good, life's great, life's amazing, future. So I talked to my friends and about how in real life, well, in real life, she's giving me all this energy, responding back, I don't know what making jokes, but point being, there's not a dry spot in the conversation. And it's from both sides. Like, it's not just me in real life, it's her also. We're both giving input. So I tell my friends all this, and they're like, well, my female friends, and also some of my guy, I don't know. I think mostly just female friends, I don't know. But, so I asked her, so I talked to my friends, and they're like, all right, so ask her out. No, they say, all right, so, well, the majority, I can't speak. The majority said, okay, so ask her out to go somewhere where, like, a group of both your friends meet up. They're saying ask her out. But, have both friend groups, my friend group and her friend group, come to, like, this one place and just chill out. Like the mall, something like that. And I'm like, bet. I'm like, sure, let's do it. And I asked my guitar instructor, because he's low-key my therapist. He's a great guy. God bless him. I haven't seen him in a long time, but God bless him. And he's like, yeah, go for it. But also, he also said maybe she's just busy, because he also said something else. Well, he's in a band, right? So he's barely, I'm not trying to spread his business out there, but he's in a band. And sometimes it takes him weeks to answer a message. So he said that maybe with her, it takes her weeks to answer a message because, my guitar instructor is always busy. So maybe he's like, she's probably always busy also, and probably can get to whatever she can. But she's mostly just busy, so she probably doesn't have time for that. So I'm like, yeah, that actually sounds legit. Because, again, it's just, I mean, she's not in a band from what I know, but people do be busy. They're not always on their phone. But now, I say, niggas are always on their phone. Like, now, in this moment, as I'm talking right now, I'm like, niggas are always on his phone. So, well, in general, people are always on their phone. So, I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm getting confused myself. But yeah, he basically related it to being out on the road, touring, and that it's entirely normal for a person not to be on a phone, which nowadays, I don't know. Especially with how interconnected now is, but, whatever. But he's like, yeah, wait, hold on, so the next day comes, right? And I see it, and I'm like, what's up? And she's like, hey. And like always, I ease in the combo, and we're talking, I'm like, oh, what would you want to, I say, would you want to go to the mall, like a function with both our friend groups? And I directly say, both our friend groups, get your friends, get my friends, basically, because I'm trying to establish that also, if there's anything up, we all have our certain groups of people. And truthfully, I don't think my friends would do that. Truthfully, like, they're massive flakers. But point being, again, you'll see them go from. But yeah, I say you get your group, you get your group, I get my group. Again, probably not coming, but we get both our groups. And then Shaquana says, yeah, sure, of course. Yeah. She's like, I would love that. I would love that, of course. I'm like, bet. And then And then she asks when, like on Saturday. Like, I quote, she asks, do you mean like, like on Saturday? What, like, she asked me when, what I want this to happen. And I'm like, yeah, Saturday. And then she says, what time? Shaquana says, what time? And then I say, hey, just text me and then I'll tell you. So again, let me recap, right? I state, you get your group, I get my group. We all go to the mall, right? Shaquana asks, when would this be? Would you want to do Saturday? I say, yes, Saturday would do. And then she asks, what time? And then I say, I use that and I say, just text me and then we'll talk about it more over text. And she's like, sure, bet. Do you hear that? Yeah, nothing. No text, no nothing. Radio silent at this point is, and at this point it's the last day. This day. And I wake up and, well, again, I wake up, nothing, no text, no nothing. Wait, no, shit. I'm stupid, no. It's fine, no, oh, okay, so I messed up. So, it was when I first asked her out, well, when I first got her number, it was the second Friday to the last Friday. Now, it's the last Friday of the school year. I'm so sorry. When I first asked her out, it was the second Friday, the second to last Friday of the school year. Now, it's officially the last Friday of the school year. My bad. So I wake up, do the full period, nothing. Well, I wake up, nothing, after I checked my phone, nothing. I told her to text. She said she'll text, didn't text, okay? So, and the full period, I don't see her. And I'm like, oh, and I'm going to Miss T's room, math class again. And this is like in sixth period or whatever. No, this is seventh period because we had double. But this is seventh period, right? And I see her in the same place that I asked her for a number. And I'm like, should I? And I'm like, hey, I say, I see her and I'm like, hey, and I'm like, whatever at this point, because it's obvious that she doesn't, like me. So I'm like, let's just, one final shot and, it's whatever. Oh, this is so bad. Like, there's no point to this combo. I know there isn't, but why not? So I was like, hey, and she's like, hey, but then Shaquana also says, hey, can I ask you a question? And I'm like, for sure. And then she says, so, do you like me? I'm like, what? And like, I'm not admitting that. Well, now I'm admitting it, yeah. But I'm not admitting that in front of a face like that because, well, first off, obviously, the fuck. If I, no. What do you think? What do you think? If I'm giving this much attention, what do you think? What do you think? What are you thinking? Like, I know you're not dumb, but you might be. I don't know, but come on, you're not. I know you're not dumb. Like, what do you think? Do I like you? You answer that. You answer that. Okay. But yeah, I'm like, what? And then I say, why ask? I just ignore the question entirely. Just ignore the question entirely. I say, why ask? Ignore the, do you like me or not? But I say, yeah. Well, no, I say, like, why ask? And then she says, "Oh, because I was talking to some friends and blah blah blah, and oh, I don't like again." Basically, what she said, summarize. But yeah, she said, "Oh, because I was talking to some friends." Again, the fucking friends always ruin shit. Friends always ruin everything, dude. But yeah, I was talking to the friends and blah blah. I don't like you. And she just said all that, and I'm in shock. I'm in shock. Me. But I brushed it off because I'm just like that. I brushed it off, and I'm like, I ain't hurt. I'm not hurt. I'm not sad. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. And then I say, well, to her, saying I don't like you. I say, oh, well, me. I say, oh, well, I don't like you either, in the most obvious tone ever. And then I shake her hand, right? And I say, no hate, all love, to me saying, I don't like you either, because it's obvious it's probably the last time I'm gonna have any interaction with her. So I shake her hand, right? Because, and I say no hate, all love, because if there's any beef or anything weird, no hate, all love. I can handle rejection, but it's just. So I hold out my hand, right? And then she slowly shook my hand. Like, slow as shit. Like, I was disgusting. And then she proceeded to give me the hardest death stare in the history of mankind. Like, I shook her hand, right? Because I don't want to no beef, no nothing. If there's anything weird, I don't want to. No, there's no, like, I respect you as a person. All hate, no love. All love for me. No hate. One love. So I shake her hand, right? And she's shaking my hand. It's slow. And I look up. She's giving me the hardest death stare. Most deepest. Like, she looks pissed. Why are you pissed if you don't, what do you want? What do you want, gang? What do you want me to fight? Like, I shake your hand and I'm like, oh, you don't like me? Yeah, I respect. I mean, well, it is. I don't know. However, the point being, why the harsh feelings? She looked pissed at me for saying that. Like, did you lose a bet? And then I'm like, fuck me for being nice, cause next time I'll be an asshole, right? Thank you, right? And regardless, that was it. And then I went to Miss T's, to which I told Emily and Thomas. Well, my friend Emily, right? Emily was the girl in the previous story with the two girls that got drunk, right? She's a very consistent character within my life, especially within the next couple of stories. Very consistent, very consistent. And I even have my own story with a friend about her. Long story. I don't know if I should be telling you that. We'll find out. So I told Emily and Thomas. Now Thomas, a fucking asshole. Thomas started laughing, which technically he's kind of the reason why I fumbled. Well, again, that was kind of I asked a question on my mission. Send a picture, of what you look like, not anything weird, but what you look like. And I asked on my own mission, so it's kind of my fault. Well, it is my fault. However, he did not help this at all. And he started bursting out laughing. He started laughing. And I'm like, ugly, you're the reason I'm in this position. But anyway, and Emily's straddling? Not straddle. It's weird. I don't know, gang. Like, I was on some shit in ninth grade, gang. But she was like holding my hand like a mother. This is so embarrassing. But next period after math, I had like in Miss Steiner's, right? I had the biggest epiphany ever. That dude, she low-key kind of played you. No, I want y'all to correct me, whatever. Did she or did she not? Because I don't know. It's just like you ghost me over text, but in person you give me all this energy, and even encourage a date. Well, not a date, but a hangout. And I don't know. Tell me in the comments. And then it was only exonerated by me talking to Emily later about the situation, where she says, well, this is like during the summer, a couple months later, she says, I quote, Emily can't speak. She said, well, she kept talking to you before saying she didn't like you. And I'm like, yeah, so did I just get played or not? I'm confused. Oh, and another in kind of an epilogue, right? Next year, 10th grade. So Emily meets Shaquana and they're pictured together. And apparently Shaquana and M were right next to each other and they started a convo, right? Emily didn't know who she was until she said her name. Well, actually, kind of. I kind of showed her a picture of her, I think. Because Emily found her... Because Emily found her profile on Snapchat. Yeah. So, yeah, they get talking. Emily dipped for some reason into another line because picture day, you have like 4 lines of people that you can take pictures with. Well, 2, 4, I don't know. So when Emily left I'm about to say her name. When Emily left Shaquana, not mad, no, we're not doing that. When Emily left Shaquana, but keep in mind, this is Emily's words, not mine. According to her, I was about to say her name, Shaquana gave her the hardest death stare imaginable. So maybe she just snotty as shit. I don't know. With everyone, I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, that's how I got played like a fool. Tell me your thoughts. I appreciate you. Thank you all. God bless you, It's hard out here. It really is. I'm probably going to cut this video in like 2 parts. Because this is too long. This is like 45 minutes. So, yep. Ciao, ciao.